Counselor Olson is excused. Counselor Fennessy.
Here.
Counselor Bender.
Here.
Counselor Sweeney is excused. Counselor McDonald is excused. Counselor Mazzolia.
Here.
Counselor Finsland.
Here.
Counselor Herrick.
Here.
Counselor Dennis Dahlbeck.
Here.
Counselor Esther Dahlbeck.
I'd like to state for the record that I reserve my right to vote as I chair the meeting.
Item number 4 is approval of the minutes from the July 15th and July 22nd council meetings.
Second.
Motion made and seconded. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
Item number 6 is a consent agenda.
Vote to approve. Second.
Motion made and seconded. Anyone want to pull any items? If not, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes.
Item 7.1, Public Works Director Getzman is recommending to award the bid for the wastewater treatment plant main control building HVAC replacement to Independence Heating and Cooling LLC in the amount of $163,900.
Vote to approve. Second.
Motion made and seconded. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes.
7.2, Public Works Director Getzman is recommending to award the 2014 sewer televising services to MyTech Services for $39,569.54.
Motion to approve. Second.
Motion made and seconded. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes.
Item 8.1, Mayor Hagan is recommending to appoint Carl Anderson to the Superior Housing Authority Board of Commissioners.
Motion to approve. Second.
Motion made and seconded. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes.
Item 10.1 is a resolution introduced by Mayor Hagan opposing the closure of the Duluth, Minnesota mail processing and distribution plant.
Motion to approve. Second.
I would request that that be read.
I'll second.
I got it here. Thanks for the heads up, Warren.
Okay. Well, do you want me to find it?
No, I got it.
I can just go like this until I get to it.
Okay. Whereas the United States Postmaster General has indicated that the Duluth Mail Processing and Distribution Plant and 3 Duluth branch post offices are under consideration for closure January 1st, 2015, as part of the United States Postal Service plan to close 4 regional processing plants. And whereas the Duluth Superior area could stand to lose 70-plus jobs from the closure, and whereas mail delivery times within the Duluth Superior surrounding areas would slow from the current overnight delivery to 3 or 5 days for delivery, and whereas the proposed closures would have a significant impact on many, many local businesses and commerce, and whereas the United States Postal Service is required to consider any and all harmful consequences a closure would have on rural communities, and this would adversely affect many small rural post offices in northern Wisconsin and northern Minnesota that currently receive their mail from the Duluth facility. Therefore, be it resolved that the Mayor and Superior City Council hereby urge the Postmaster General and the United States Postal Service to reconsider and reevaluate the potential closure of the Duluth, Minnesota mail processing and distribution plant.
Motion's been made and seconded. Someone wish to speak to it? Oh, I can't see that.
I'm sorry, I've got the balloon on.
Yeah, you got the balloon
See,
on.
because somebody attended
All right.
2 of the National Night Out events. I'm going to abstain from this since my wife works at that facility.
In that case, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Record shows it passes with 1 abstention.
Item number 10.2, a resolution approving the project plan, area plan for the City of Superior Harbor Waterfront Hotel project.
Motion to approve.
I'll make a motion to hold until the next meeting.
I think Jason.
Jason, did you wish to speak to that?
Yeah, I guess I would encourage Councilor Bender's hold or referral to the next meeting. There have been a couple of questions that the councilors have had, and I think what I would like to do is at the 19th meeting, we can kind of group the project plan and the tax increment plan and talk about that all at once. So that'd be my preference.
Makes good sense.
Okay, there's been a motion to refer this to the next council meeting. That was seconded.
Yep.
All in favor? Aye. Opposed? Motion
11 point-
passes.
oops, I'm sorry. 11.1 is an ordinance introduced by the Public Works Committee, amending the traffic code, permit parking on city streets by adding Broadway Street, north side only, in front of 1917 for Service Master of Superior Duluth Cloquet.
Motion to approve. Second.
Motion's made and seconded.
I got a question.
Okay,
How much of an,
turn your light.
how much of an area does that include? Does that include from the end of that street down to the alley? Or,
I think there's a driveway there where you go into the one establishment down to just past the building, and there's another driveway between those driveways. In order to have representatives from that company come in the middle of the night for emergency type service calls and stuff, and they'll be ticketed if they park there, at 4 o'clock in the morning. We'd like to do a permit only. That way we keep. It's not a free-for-all. Everybody can park there whenever they want, leave their cars kind of thing. So just a very rare occurrence, but a permit nonetheless, just so they don't get a ticket.
so is that, how many spots is that then? Is it one?
Four
two?
or five, I believe.
Okay.
Motion's made and seconded. Any further questions? If not, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes.
11.2 is an ordinance introduced by the License and Fees Committee, amending Chapter 14, Alcohol Beverages, Outdoor Alcohol Consumption License.
Motion to approve. Second.
Motion made and seconded. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes.
11.3 is an ordinance introduced by the License and Fees Committee, amending Chapter 14, Alcohol Beverages, Cabaret License by adding one-day outdoor license.
Motion to approve. Second.
Motion's made and seconded. Are there anything further? Not. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Thank you. Motion passes.
11.4 is an ordinance introduced by the License and Fees Committee, amending Chapter 74-262, Sidewalk Cafe License Approvals.
Motion to approve. Second.
Motion's been made and seconded. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes.
11.5 is an ordinance introduced by the License and Fees Committee, amending the traffic code, prohibiting the operation of commercial quadricycles on city streets.
Motion to approve. Second.
Motion made and seconded. Any questions or comments? If not, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed?
Aye.
One opposed? Motion passes. Any further business?
So moved.
To return?
That's it.
Motion's been made and seconded to adjourn. All in favor? Aye. Aye. Thank you. Yeah.